Let me tell you something powerful. Who you are when nobody is watching is who you really are. Not when the comments are flowing, not when the views are climbing, not when people are praising you, but when it's quiet, when the numbers are low, when the effort feels unnoticed. That's the real test. Because discipline without applause is maturity. Consistency without validation is strength. And improvement without recognition is leadership. Anyone can work hard when they're being rewarded. Few can work hard when it feels invisible. But invisible work creates visible results later. Think about athletes. They train for hours with no crowd. Think about builders. They lay foundations before anyone sees the house. Think about diamonds. They are formed under pressure, in darkness. Your quiet season is not punishment, it is preparation. And preparation is never glamorous, but it is necessary. Another truth? Stop refreshing the numbers every hour. Every time you check too early, you feed doubt. Instead of asking, how many people saw this, ask, how much did I improve? Because if you improve daily, growth is inevitable. You don't control timing, you control effort. You don't control reactions, you control standards. And when your standards stay high, your fire stays alive. Slow feedback is not a stop sign, it's a filter. It filters out the emotional. It filters out the impatient. It filters out the inconsistent. What remains? The serious ones, the disciplined ones, the builders. And builders don't panic. They adjust. They refine. They keep going. So if it's quiet right now, good. That means you're being tested. And tests don't last forever, but quitting makes them permanent. Don't lose fire because the applause is delayed. Delay is not denial. Silence is not rejection. Slow feedback is not failure. It's strengthening you. One of the most dangerous moments in your journey is not failure. It's silence. No likes, no comments, no messages, no applause. Just you and your work. And that's where most people lose their fire. Not because they're incapable, but because they expected noise. Let me tell you something powerful. Slow feedback does not mean slow progress. Read that again. Just because people are quiet doesn't mean you're not growing. Just because it's not viral doesn't mean it's not valuable. The seed grows underground before it ever breaks the surface, and underground seasons are quiet, but they are necessary. The problem: we live in a world addicted to instant reaction. Post today, blow tomorrow. Upload now, trend tonight. And when that doesn't happen, doubt begins. You start questioning, am I good enough? Is this working? Should I stop? Maybe this isn't for me. That's how the fire dies. Not because you lack ability, but because you measured your worth by response. Listen carefully. Feedback is external. Growth is internal. And when you depend on external validation to fuel internal discipline, you will burn out. Because the internet is unpredictable. People are distracted. Algorithms change. Timing matters. But purpose? Purpose doesn't change because engagement is low. Purpose doesn't disappear because the views are small. The problem is this: you expected applause before mastery. You expected visibility before consistency. You expected results before repetition. But repetition builds strength. Silence builds resilience. Slow seasons build identity. And identity is more important than attention. The solution. Let me tell you a truth most people ignore. The quiet phase is where professionals are born. There was someone who started something small. Every day he showed up, posted, improved, learned, adjusted. Day 1,
almost nothing. Week 1, barely noticed. Month 1, slow movement. But he kept going. Not because people were cheering, but because he made a decision. My fire will not depend on feedback. He stopped refreshing notifications. He stopped checking numbers every hour. He stopped asking, who saw this? Instead, he asked, did I improve? That question changed everything. Because when you shift your focus from reaction to refinement, you become dangerous. While others quit because it's quiet, you sharpen because it's quiet. While others slow down because they feel unseen, you double down because you understand something powerful. Visibility is rented. Skill is owned. Feedback can disappear. Discipline stays. Claps can stop. Character remains. And here's what happened over time. That small improvement every day, it stacked. That quiet consistency, it built confidence. That unseen growth, it created strength. And one day, the feedback came. But by then, it didn't matter. Because the fire was no longer fueled by attention, it was fueled by identity. That's where you need to reach. A place where you work hard even when nobody comments. A place where you show up even when it feels unnoticed. A place where you improve because excellence matters to you, not because someone liked it. Slow feedback is not rejection. It's training. It's building emotional stability. It's teaching you not to depend on applause. Because if your fire depends on praise, criticism will destroy you. But if your fire depends on purpose, nothing can stop you. The most dangerous creators are the ones who learn to build in silence. They don't panic when numbers drop. They don't quit when views are low. They don't get arrogant when something goes viral. They stay steady because their fire is internal. Let me ask you something. If nobody praised you for 1 year, would you still do it? If nobody noticed your effort, would you still improve? If growth was slow, would you stay consistent? That answer reveals your level. Because purpose-driven people are not controlled by feedback speed. They're controlled by standards. And standards don't fluctuate with likes. They don't rise and fall with comments. They stay fixed. You must decide, are you building for attention or are you building for legacy? Because attention is temporary. Legacy is built slowly, brick by brick, post by post, day by day. Slow feedback is testing your seriousness. It's asking, are you committed or are you emotional? And emotional fire burns fast, but disciplined fire, that burns for years. The version of you that succeeds is not the one who went viral first. It's the one who stayed consistent longest. Remember that. The internet celebrates explosions, but success is usually a slow burn. Don't let a quiet week kill a long-term vision. Don't let low engagement reduce your energy. Don't let slow growth make you shrink. Instead, let silence strengthen you. Let slow feedback refine you. Let quiet seasons mature you. Because when momentum finally hits, you'll be ready. And preparation matters more than speed. So if you're building something and the feedback is slow, this is your reminder. Don't lose fire. Don't pause your effort. Don't shrink your discipline. Subscribe if you're serious about growth. This channel is not for people chasing noise. It's for people building strength. We don't quit because it's quiet. We don't slow down because it's silent. We refine. We improve. We stay consistent. Because slow feedback does not define fast futures. And from today, your fire is internal.